This one here is a new resource I produced in this summer. And the idea of this one is that although my new history tool pulls in different sources from different podcasts, telling me what podcasts are available at a particular moment, what this one does is it archives them all and produces direct links to the MP3 files that I can then search. I set this up from about 10 different, I think about 15 now, different podcast sources, and it pulls in anything which sounds relevant and organizes them by keyword. You can search by, for example, century, and there's 1900s, that was a random choice there. You could search by place, such as this one's just gone for the Middle East, and here's all podcasts relating to the Middle East. And of course, you can search directly through the search feature here. So that's most recent podcasts showing here. I'm just going to type in, for example, Stalin, and straight away, immediately, it identifies 16 podcasts relating to Stalin and Stalin's Russia, some of which might be relevant for your purposes and some of which won't. Now, each time I now teach a subject, the first thing I do, whether I've taught it or not before, is I will go to my podcast database, I will type in the search term for Pinochet or whatever it is I'm teaching at that particular point, or World War I, for example. Let's just see what we get there, because I am teaching that at the moment. Loads. Okay, so we've got loads of different podcasts appearing there on that one. Or you can search again for Stalin, just to give you a smaller example. And you've got a load of podcasts there. Any one of those, if you click them, it just takes you directly to the MP3 file, and you can just listen to it directly or download it to your computer to use for offline use. I often search for them, save them, give them to students as extension material. When it comes to internal assessments again, and extended essays and detailed research projects, this source is absolutely invaluable. Students find it really useful, because one of my students, for example, at the moment is doing a personal project on Singapore history, because he lived there until relatively recently. He used this tool, immediately found some useful resources on the fall of Singapore, for example, which he could use in his project and then reference. If we'd have asked him to do that directly, just using the web, he would have found that rather difficult, I'm sure.